As in the rest of the world, the pandemic has taken a physical and economic toll on everyone, especially the poor and vulnerable populations. In southern Mexico, this has surely been the case, and only little by little are the small villages starting to recover from the devastation. In this week's Hot Topics, MID CityTV headed to the state of Campeche, where we visit local Mayan artisans in the pueblos outside of Calquini. Today, I find myself at one of my favorite hangout spots, Paseo 60, a plaza where you can find a wide range of restaurants, 2 hotels, live music, the Armando Manzanero Museum, and shopping. It's a great place to come with friends or family and spend a nice leisurely morning or evening, either indoors or outdoors. Also, please click that like button or share so that we can get this information out to more people. We really appreciate the support. So, on to our first hot topic. As we arrived to Campeche, our first stop was to the Maya town of Hacienda Santa Cruz, where for generations, the livelihood of the people has depended on weaving the jipi-japa plant to make Panama hats and other products such as bracelets and fans. We arrived on a Sunday, and as you walk through the streets, you can see the artisans weaving in their doorway or on their porch. However, on a usual workday, many of the artisans are weaving in small, humid caves in order for the jipi plant to maintain its moisture and pliability. A local woman, Merida, was kind enough to tell us about her craft and about how the pandemic has affected the village.
Mayormente, pues, es el jipi-japa que hacen ahorita el tejido, porque muchos niños ya saben tejer. Desde la edad de 10 a 12 años los niños ya saben tejer.
¿Y cuánto tiempo tarda en hacer?
Pues si uno se dedica a hacerlo, pues 2 días.
Sí.
2 días hacen así un tejido, pero grueso.
Yeah.
En cambio los delgados pues llevan unos 4 días también. La familia vive así con su tejido. Sí. Cuando pasó la pandemia, muchas familias no venden su tejido, algunos juntaron su tejido hasta 30 tejidos, 40 tejidos. Los que compran hasta 200 tejidos juntaron porque no pudieron vender.
Wow.
Sí, apenas cuando medio abrió los caminos, así empezaron a comprar.
Ya, y ya se están comprando
sí,
más.
Ahorita pues ya, gracias a Dios, pues ya están comprando el tejido.
Claro.
Sí, no hay mucha necesidad también.
The craftsmanship is incredible, and they make hats of all shapes, colors, and sizes. They even have a few molding machines to make the Americano-style hats. The artisans are very proud of their work and spend their whole life weaving. Where can you buy these hats and support the local communities? You can buy the jipi-japa hats in the small state-run store in the Hacienda Santa Cruz or in the bigger town of Calquini in the House of Local Arts. Most of the hats are bought wholesale and brought to the big cities such as Merida. Maria told me that the artisans make an average between 200 to 250 pesos, about $10 to $12 per hat, for 2 days' work. And during the pandemic, they had to drop their prices to 100 to 120 pesos, which is about $5 to $6 for 2 days' work. Of course, as the hats are dyed and molded, the prices go up. But if you get the opportunity to buy directly from the artisans, be sure to pay them the price you would pay in a store, and don't try to bargain with them. Their work is noble and they are worth the money. At the store at the Hacienda Santa Cruz, I bought my hat for 500 pesos, and at the stores in Merida, they go for a much higher price. If you do buy in Merida, there are stores that support the local communities and pay fair wages to the artisans, such as Entre Pisos, right here in Paseo 60, and Básica Sociedad in Plaza Carmesí. Next, we headed to Benedicto's house in Yunquini, where he invited us to see how he makes candles with the wax from both Meliponas stingless bees and the European bees. Benedicto comes from a long line of beekeepers, and when he was a child, he would watch his father make candles. When his father passed away, he took over the tradition. He makes the candles for religious rituals and doesn't sell them for profit. He usually only makes them for family and friends. They're made for Maya rituals, such as honoring the Alushas, those mystical Mayan elves that protect the sacred sites in the cornfields. This weekend, he was making a candle for each family member who had passed over to the afterlife, and they were put on the altar to be lit during the ceremony of Hanapishan. He was also getting ready for the big religious holiday dedicated to the patron saint of New Guinea, San Diego, which starts November 4th. This is a town where Maya culture is very much alive and many people speak only Maya, and it was fun to see Benedicto take a quick cell phone call in Maya. As Christmas draws near, Carlos Sosa and I, with our Discover Yucatan group, will be bringing people back to these villages for a shopping trip. So if you'd like more information on that, be sure to message me. The link is in the description box below. So that wraps up another edition of MID CityTV, Eye on Merida, Special Edition Campeche. Be sure to follow us for events and cool places to go all around Merida and Yucatan on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and visit us at www.midcitybeat.com. I'm Stephanie Carmon, and I'll see you next time.